Okay. Um, Welcome everybody, and especially I want to welcome our facilitator for today, Precious Ogona. I welcome you for today's session. And today's session, we are going to talk about monetization and the digital knowledge economy. And Precious Ogona is our facilitator for today. She is an entrepreneur. She has been in the business of education, also assisting parents for a long time. So today she's going to share a world of knowledge with us. So yeah, we want to give this time to her so that she can jump right in immediately so that we don't waste much of our time. Yes, Ma, the floor is yours. Thank you for coming around.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Mr. Godwin.
Thank you
Good
very much.
evening, the Exceptional Foundation. Good evening, everyone who is here today. I am super excited to be here and to have this conversation, which is very salient in our ecosystem as teachers. So, when the convener of this fellowship reached out to me to get me on board as a mentor, and I asked, okay, what topic would you want me to cover? And it was like monetization. I was like, yes, this is really right along my alley, particularly for educators. So, a quick introduction, then we'll get the ball rolling. My name is Precious. As you've all seen, I am the director of Lenview Preparatory Schools, Uyo. I'm the convener of School of Edupreneurs, which is an online coaching program where I take educators on a journey to learn how to earn an impact while building their personal brands. I'm also the lead coach at LearnAid. I'm a team lead at Africa's number one parenting academy. I'm an author, speaker, course creator, and all of that good stuff. So, if there is anything I want anyone here to know today, it is that you are hearing from the horse's mouth. For the past 4 years, I have been the team lead at Africa's number one parenting academy. And what we do at the academy is to provide coaching, online coaching to parents. We've built a very formidable brand that reaches tens of thousands of individuals who exchange monetary value, who exchange value for money. Do you understand? So we're not just like a free now. People actually pay. So if there is any organization that has tapped into the digital economy, it is our organization. So you're not just hearing from someone who has heard about earning in the knowledge economy, you're learning from someone who has lived it out for the past 4 years. So welcome, welcome, welcome again in this 45 minutes live class, or in this, no matter how the length of the class is going to be. I'm going to be taking you through understanding what is this digital economy that you've heard. I'm sure you've heard about it. We're going to look at monetization strategies. We're going to look at building a digital store. We're going to look at online market platforms and product visibility. Now, have you ever heard the saying? Because Mr. Godwin, please correct me. I'm speaking to educators, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, have you ever had the saying that goes, a teacher's reward is in heaven? Have you heard this over and over and over again? It's simply an anecdote or a quote that is used to subjugate educators to the background. So individuals would say to us educators, or used to say to us educators, that we couldn't aspire to earn monetarily beyond the peanuts because our reward is in heaven. But if there's anything I would like to start with us today, it is to shatter the myth that a teacher's reward is in heaven. Our reward is not just in heaven because of the noble work we are doing. Our reward is also on earth because we have value that can be exchanged for monetary reward. So the question is right now, how, as a teacher in the classroom, how, excuse me, please, let me switch. Right, I'm back. So how, as a teacher who is in the classroom, who is not paid so much. How can I get my monetary reward on earth? Having tapped into the digital economy. It's a good point to tell my story. Up from 2017 2020, I earned 25,000 naira in a private school located in Iwo here. Now, I earned that money comfortably until I had my daughter and she needed to be in the hospital once a week. So, what happened? The school I was working with, I had to liaise with them that I was no longer going to be available for the 5 times in a week. That if they would permit me to just come Monday to Friday, exception of Thursday. So I took that permission from my amiable head teacher, I must confess, and she agreed. But there was only one condition, that my 25,000 naira salary was going to be slashed to 22,000. This was in 2020. Then it was okay by me because I didn't know more. I didn't know what else I could do. I was a trained educator who was passionate, but I didn't understand how I could leverage the digital economy for my financial freedom. Long fast forward to the COVID year. I remember the last Friday of March, just before the lockdown had been declared. My head teacher calls us up and she's like, I don't know, there's a lot of uncertainty. I don't know when next the school is going to resume and all of that. But that is a little challenge that the school couldn't pay us for the month of March that we worked. So that if you really were in their need of cash, that you should come to the office to take half of your salary. There I was, a young mom with a child who had health issues at the time. And the school couldn't even pay me my salary. I remember walking out of the school that day angry. Not angry at the school per se, because the accountant had brought a data of millions being owed from school fees. So of course you couldn't blame the organization because they wouldn't steal to pay. But I was like, why will my financial destiny be determined by whether a parent pays or not? I left there frustrated. I left there angry. I left there tired. I remember walking to the mall very close to my school to pick up stuff for my daughter, to pick up diapers to be particular. And I called up my sister. I said to her, babe, I'm tired. I'm frustrated. This is the lockdown. I had heard in the news that there was going to be a lockdown. Sure, there had been a lockdown in China and some couple of countries before Nigeria. At the time, there was going to be a lockdown, and my school wasn't even going to give us any financial remuneration whatsoever. And I said to her, I feel impressed to start online classes to keep myself busy. Now, at the time, starting online classes wasn't to earn anything. I just needed to keep my mind busy and to stay sane. 4 years after, that single decision I took sometime in March has caused a revolution in my life that has taken me from a classroom teacher earning 22,000 naira to owning a school and going on to pay other teachers. So, what I'm going to teach you today, whether you're student teachers or you're already teachers, can change the course of your earning potential as an educator. So I'm laying this foundation to say that you are in the right place and your reward is not only in heaven, your reward is also on earth. Now let us look at this quote that has struck me and the quote I say to the people in my community over and over and over again. It is the fact that in the digital age, making money online is not just a possibility. Making money online is not just a possibility. It is a possibility, but it is not limited to being a possibility. Making money online is a viable path towards financial freedom for those who are willing to invest the time, the effort, and the creativity. So once you're willing to invest the time, effort, and creativity to earning online, now making money for you no longer just becomes a possibility, it becomes a sure path. It becomes a viable path towards financial freedom and it opens up a multiple stream of earning for you. when I was marketing one of my products some time ago, I talked about the ability to create money on demand. This is what tapping into the digital economy can do for you. Knowing that when I have a project, I can put this out, I can create this product, I can provide an answer that meets the needs of individuals, thereby tapping into the digital economy. Now, this takes me to the next conversation that I would like us to have, which is a rundown of the economic ages that has been a build up to what we now call the digital economy, or the knowledge economy. Now, the first economy started with the Stone Age. This was the first form of economic disposition. Now, the Stone Age was a time when individuals survived through hunting and gathering. This was the Stone Age. Individuals survived through hunting and gathering. Then, from the Stone Age, we moved to the agrarian economy. This was where there was a shift towards agriculture and farming. Now, from here, we now move to the industrial age, which now led to a rise in manufacturing and invention and mass production. From here, we move to the oil boom, where economic growth began to be driven by oil and energy industries. Now, from here, we now move to the IT age with the emergence of the computers and the internet. Now, it was the IT age that now gave rise to the digital economy. So, the same way that individuals end by hunting and gathering, and individuals end by being predominantly farmers, whether it was subsistence farming, nomadic farming, or at a large scale. The same way people earned by the industrial age. Now, for every of these generations that were characterized by these economic ages, the predominant of the populace earned through this method. Then we went to the oil boom. Then from there, we now move to the IT age. I remember sometime in 2001 to 2008, there was a boom in computer centers. There was a large boom in computer centers. Every nook, and I don't know about you, when I went to computer school, okay, I might be speaking to Gen Zs now thinking about it. Now, but if you're a baby boomer or a millennials, you would remember that back in the days, we had computer schools spread around the local, like you turn your right at the computer school. That was a determinant of the economic age. Every parent wanted their children to learn how to operate the computers. So we had to learn Microsoft Word, we had to learn Microsoft Excel, we had to learn computer appreciation or something of that nature. We had to learn all of those things to be able to operate the computer. Now, from there, we now moved a step further to the digital economy. The major determinant for the digital economy was the IT age, with the emergence of the computers and the internet. The economy became boundless. So an individual could have materials, products, goods,